The Vikings, let's go!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mike Sports vibes. Y'all know the vibes. You know, good vibes over bad vibes. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. Let's get it, man. Yeah. Talk that talk Mondays with your boy Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me. We going live for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Time. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to talk about our favorite team, the mighty Minnesota Vikings. And let me get started. I got to get this off my chest. And you know I'm about to talk that talk. Talk that talk. Now, let me just there's people in the building. Let me give some shout outs real quick. Shout out to Cooley. Yeah, happy birthday, JJ McCarthy. Why are you showing Eagles players? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Now, you put it out there and you said it's disrespectful. Let me say this. You know what's disrespectful, right? Is that we always feel like we give our team too many excuses. We give our team too many excuses, and losing when it counts the most is played out. No excuses for me, no more. For the 2025 NFL season for the mighty Minnesota Vikings, I give them no excuses. And let me repeat myself one more time. Losing in the playoffs is played out. You can't always have a perfect team to win a Super Bowl. This team was 14-3. I'm about to talk that talk, y'all. We was 14-3 with a chance for the number one seed in the NFC conference. And we lost back-to-back games to the Lions and to the dang on Rams, right? And then I got Viking fans. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but this is what I'm going to say. This is what I disagree with a lot of Viking fans, right? As much as I want to say it's just Sam Darnold, that's why we lost, the man had a very good season overall in the regular season. The Eagles, I have two Eagle players on the thumbnail. And one of them is Saquon Barkley, and the other one is Jalen Carter. And the reason why I have them on there, and there's another player I probably should have put on there, I should have put Nick Foles on there. Because when the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017, things weren't perfect. They lost their starting quarterback, Carson Wentz. Do y'all remember that? Carson Wentz, before he got hurt, and I think he teared his ACL, whatever it was, that man was having an MVP caliber season. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember when some Eagle fans that I was talking to saying, our backup is Nick Foles. We don't got a chance. They gave up on the season. It wasn't perfect, but guess what? Carson Wentz, I don't want to say he got hurt at the wrong time, but at the same time, he got his team well enough to get a good seed. I don't know if I think it was the first seed overall, I think, in the NFC conference. Had home field advantage, and guess what? Nick Foles came through when it counted the most. A backup quarterback won the first Super Bowl in Eagle history. But we as Viking fans say, oh, well, we got Sam Darnold. Why would we expect him to do anything? Well, what did the Eagles do in 2017? What did the Eagles do in 2017? And not only they won the Super Bowl, they beat the GOAT at quarterback with a backup freaking, man, they beat Tom Brady with a backup quarterback named Nick Foles. But I'm getting tired, and like I said, you're entitled to your own opinion, Minnesota Viking fans. But I am tired of losing. I am tired of always feeling like everything has to be perfect and giving the Vikings excuses year after year after year to win a dang on Super Bowl. It is played out that we continuously lose. And look, let me say this. and I'm talking to the Minnesota Vikings fans. We gotta hold this team accountable for 2025. Because I don't want to hear no more excuses because it's going to be J.J. McCarthy's pretty much his rookie year, right? We could all agree, pretty much his rookie year. I don't want to hear, oh, well, he's a rookie. That's why we couldn't do anything his rookie year. Nah, I'm not hearing that. Nah, bruh, stop the cat. Because look, you got Jaden Daniels, first year, starting quarterback, rookie, getting his team to the NFC Championship game. Why can't that be the Vikings? Why do we feel like we have to have everything perfect to be successful in the NFL? Sometimes it's luck to sometimes get to that dang on Super Bowl once you get into the playoffs. You got to be good and you need a little bit of luck. But for us to say that I don't want these built-in excuses with J.J. McCarthy, y'all. I'm saying this right now. I'm not giving them the excuse. We got to address what we have to address on that offensive line. We have to address what we have to address at the running back position. We have to address what we have to address in the cornerback room, safety, whatever positions we have to address. We got to do it. Defensive tackle, not giving this team no excuses. I am so over losing to teams that I feel like we should be better than. I'm sorry, but not sorry. If Nick Mullins started that wild card game, we would be in the NFC Championship game. He is so good. Listen, but I'm getting tired. Look, I'm not talking about you, Cooley. I'm just talking about in general. Us Viking fans have to hold this organization accountable. We never won a Super Bowl. We're trying to get our first Super Bowl. And for everybody that's saying that they didn't really believe in this team, I'm going to keep it real. When we first started the season, I didn't believe in this team. When we went on that 5-0 run, that 5 wins, 0 losses run, I said, hold on a minute. I might have been wrong. Maybe Kwesi did some things that I wasn't expecting to be this good. And I was 100% wrong, and I admit when I am wrong. And I was dead wrong. But we cannot keep on coming to the realization that we cannot ever win a Super Bowl unless everything is perfectly good with our team. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be something that's going to happen. Yes, even a quarterback injury. And we get to the playoffs, anything can happen. Because I'm talking about the Eagles because, look, not only they won the Super Bowl in 2017, right? Let me cook, man.
Talk that talk.
They beat the brakes off of us in the NFC Championship game with a backup in Nick Foles. Not only they did that in 2017, even though they lost, they won the Super Bowl that year. They got to another Super Bowl, bro. They got to another Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. They lost. And now they're on the verge of getting another Super Bowl, possibly. I don't know if they're going to get it. They still got a lot of work to do. They still got to beat the Commanders. They got to beat the team that's in the AFC coming out the AFC. So they still got to win 2 more games. But at the same time, look where they're at and look where the Vikings are at. We're knocked out in the first round. We still don't know, as much as I want to say J.J. McCarthy is the real deal, I got to see it in the regular season. I got to see it when it counts the most. As much as I want to say, Kwesi's been cooking. When it comes to Kevin O'Connor, I got to see what he does with the play calling when it comes to the playoffs and including the regular season. And like I said before in my last video, my whole thing is this, y'all. If we have a good season and we have a good enough season to get to the playoffs, that's all that matters. I don't even care about what a record is in the regular season. We just got to get into the playoffs and anything can happen. But it just sucks that we are giving too much excuses for this team. And I feel like we need to stop doing that. I'm going to put this up real quick. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. I just had to rant about that because I feel like if the Eagles can do it, why can't the Vikings do it, man? That's how I feel right now. If the Eagles can do it, why can't the Vikings do it? What makes the Eagles franchise so much more special than the Vikings franchise? That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and give this team excuses for the 2025 NFL season. Kwesi better do his job. KLC better do his job. If Brian Flores is the defensive coordinator, he better do his job. We're not giving no more slack because why are we giving slack to a team that ain't never won a Super Bowl? Why are we showing mercy on what we say for a team that hasn't been to a Super Bowl and I don't know how long? I don't even want to think how long it's been. I wasn't alive when they got to the last Super Bowl. So why are we giving excuses to them? Why? Why? I'm asking y'all this question, man. I really want to know. I said talk that talk Eagles. That's not what I meant to put. Talk that talk Mondays. I put talk that talk Eagles. But listen, man, because the Eagles is on my mind right now because I'm looking at their franchise and I'm saying, what do they have that we don't have? And let's break it down. Let's really break it down, right? What the Eagles have is their trenches. Let's just start there, right? Quarterback, he struggles, but they still get to the damn Super Bowl and they still win the Super Bowls, right? They got rid of a Super Bowl winning head coach and replaced them with another coach, and they already got to a Super Bowl already. So it's not about coaching. Like they picked the right coaches. Their GM is freaking genius when it comes to making moves. Their draft picks. Think about it. Jalen Carter fell to the Eagles. Jalen Carter, literally the best player from that draft. I forgot what draft it was. He had some off the field issues, and that man could possibly be the best player or top 3 player in that draft. They said he would have went number 1 in that draft if it wasn't for the off the field stuff. They drafted, debatably, a top 3 defensive tackle, and he wrecked the Rams. That's why I got them on my thumbnail to answer that question. Jalen Carter wrecked the Rams when the Rams were going all the way down the field, and he got that sack and stopped the momentum and stopped the Rams from getting a touchdown to get that game-winning touchdown. That's why I have him on the thumbnail. And another thing, I have Saquon on this thumbnail. I have Saquon on the thumbnail because he literally fell in the Eagles' lap as a free agent, and look what Saquon Barkley is doing. And you know how I feel about running backs. Y'all know how I feel about running backs. Look what Saquon did to the Rams. It wasn't even that the Eagles had a very good offensive game. The offensive game for the Eagles was not that good. You hand it off to Saquon and let him cook. You hand it off to Saquon and let him cook. There was some throws that Jalen Hurts made that was clutch, closer to the end. But for the most part, Jalen Hurts struggled. He struggled. He held on to the ball way too long. He was not playing good. But regardless of all that, who won the game? Because of the trenches and because of their running game. Saquon Barkley is one of the best running backs I have ever seen in NFL history. This man fell in the Eagles' lap. How did the freaking Giants let that happen? I guess you have no choice, right? If you don't want to pay the man. That's the running back they should have paid. See, everybody that's saying don't pay running backs, stop the cap. From this day forward, I don't even want to hear it. Y'all entitled to y'all opinion. If you haven't seen the playoffs lately, my goodness, the running backs have taken over. Of course, it's a quarterback's league, of course. But the running backs is a big part of the reason why the Eagles got the Super Bowl in 2017 and the reason why they could possibly get to another Super Bowl in 2020, was it 2024, 2025, whatever. It's a big possibility, y'all. As much as I don't want to admit, I can't stand the Eagles. All my family members are Eagle fans and Steeler fans because it's Philly everything over here besides football, and y'all know the vibes over here. I'm getting tired of hearing all these Eagle fans talking trash to me. We got a ticket for you, Mike. You should be an Eagle fan. I keep hitting them with, nah, bro, I'll never be an Eagle fan. I'm a diehard Minnesota Viking fan for the rest of my life, bro. That's how I feel. But we got to stop giving these excuses, man. We got to stop giving the Vikings excuses year after year after year after year. And I'm ranting, but I had to get this off my chest because I'm tired of all these excuses that we give this team. Shout out to my guy, Purple, thank you. Their offensive line and defensive line are good. Yes, that's where you invest to win. Exactly. Why haven't the Vikings done that? Why? What is the excuse that we're going to give them? After all these years, the Eagles been to the Super Bowl after they won the Super Bowl in 2017, even though they lost. And they got to, no, I understand, like, look, I'm frustrated. I love the Vikings. I'm always going to be a Viking fan. Nothing's going to change how I feel about the Vikings. But at the same time, Viking fans, y'all have to hold this team accountable. You have to. You have to. And now I understand why some Viking fans are extra, extra negative. And this is not me being negative. This is me talking that talk and keeping it real. This is me talking that talk and keeping it real. Because we always want a perfect situation to win. Sam Darnold had a great season. And I'm not going to say and give the Vikings any excuse. Yes, the offensive line had a lot of we had a lot of issues. Let's just keep it real. We had a lot of issues. But how you win 14 games, bro? With all them issues, how you win 14 games? That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to rant no more. You said 1977. That's the last time the Vikings went to the damn. Thank you again, Purple, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, bro.